Hey guys, it is Wednesday morning, and yeah, my mom and I were going to Presqu'île Park. We're gonna do some artwork, some drawings. We went over to the Marsh Boardwalk, and we're on the first tower that's like right next to the parking lot. And we're gonna, draw some stuff. Since the railings are kind of in the way, we're both like looking at the stairs. I feel like my drawing turned out alright. Even added a guy walking his dog. That's cute. That was about a 20-minute drawing, maybe longer. And we continued through the park into the loop near the lighthouse. And we found a nice spot to pull over and do some drawings here as well. I wanted to do a color one. And I was gonna draw this patch of clover and dead stuff on the ground. Yeah, it didn't really turn out well on camera. Like in person it was decent. The pencil colors crowns were like a little bit kind of light. They might have been the kind that are like supposed to be like watercolor pencil crowns. So you'd add water and like get more color out of it. I don't know. But in person, it looked decent. I don't know. We also stopped near the lighthouse, mostly just to look at the hogweed. And my mom was annoyed about this hogweed. Apparently it's a pretty toxic plant if you touch it, and it's right next to the path, so that's bad for people. She has complained about it, and most people are just dismissing it as a non-issue. But who knows, maybe it isn't an issue, but I don't know. we went and looked at that hogweed again. Anyways, back at Mom and Gary's. Yeah, Gary's been hard at work, moving some stones around. He's finished the deck and moved these steps over. These steps will be a big upgrade compared to the ladder thing for getting in and out of the pool. It's a little bit rickety right now. But I was hungry, so made up some tuna sandwiches. 1 can of tuna. Made more than I thought I was gonna make. Also these carrots. Fresh carrots apparently from my mom's farmer friend. And we watched some news. Some Canadian Army terrorist guys, I guess, in Quebec. Interesting. But again, I wanted to hang out with my dad in the afternoon, so he came by and picked me up. We're gonna check out Brighton Clothing and Treasures. Yeah, looking for some treasures. You never know what you're gonna find in the small town thrift stores. I don't know, maybe if you're into espresso machines, they had one. $45. I don't know if that's a good deal. Not an espresso guy. But maybe. Most things are priced pretty reasonably in this store. Like the set of wooden bowls and things. $4. Nice. So after that, Dad wanted to get some gas, so we went over to the res. This one's like north of Coburg, and gas was like $1.07, I think, instead of like $1.30. I'm not following the gas prices that well, or that close, but since we're over here, we went over to the Food Land in Coburg. I've been wanting to go to Coburg and a Food Land to get cupcakes. Back on day 2623, we had an Easter weekend gathering with Gary's daughter and her husband and kid. And after we ate dinner, we enjoyed some cupcakes that they had brought. And it was apparently from Food Land. They tasted incredible. And I still think about them like 2 years later. I'm like, man, those cupcakes were so good. And apparently they were just from Food Land. So I wanted to get some cupcakes. These seem like they're seasonal cupcakes. They're decorated with summer themes. Dad even asked the bakery people, like, is this the same batter as like what you would have for your Easter cupcakes? And they said yes. It's decorated as burgers, hot dogs, and maybe like somebody at the beach. So I got a beach one that was chocolate and the burger one. Hopefully they're good. As good as I remember them being. And Dad and I tried a half of each of them, because, you know, it was still just a pretty sugary cupcake. Unfortunately, the burger one had like this chocolate filling on it, which I didn't really enjoy. The actual cupcake itself did seem pretty cupcakey, not quite as close as I remember it. However, the chocolate part, just on its own, the chocolate cupcake, that did taste good. That was pretty close. I think we're like 85-90% of the way to like how I remember it being. All in all, pretty close. I think it'll get the idea across when I show, or like make Adam and Don eat some of it. But we'll see. Anyways, Dad and I, we watched Rare Birds. Apparently that's a Canadian classic film. It was good. And we heated up some pizza. I'm showing my dad the frying pan method. He enjoys the microwave method, which takes like a minute and a half to warm up the pizza. The frying pan takes like 8 minutes, at least. I might have taken it out early even. But it's crispy on the bottom, so that's pretty nice. And we watched Lego Masters. Yeah. Lego Masters. Pretty good, actually. I guess if you're into Lego. Like, I kind of am. I like to see it. It was neat. They had some good artistry going on in there. And even some engineering, I suppose. You know, they were making, like, roller coaster stuff. So that was cool. Hanging out. On the way back over to Mom's. It's kind of like a super moon, full moon thing going on. Didn't show up well on the camera. Wanted to go in the backyard and see what's going on deck-wise. And notice there's a bunch of fireflies. Well, maybe like 7. But that's cool. In recent years, it's been rare to see any fireflies at all. So, nice to see that they're somewhat back. Cool. And yeah, Gary and Mom were also back there. Gary had done some more stuff with the deck. But yeah, the dogs were happy to see us. Daisy being cute and excited. Yeah, they're good dogs. Made some popcorn. And Mom put on a scary movie. Which Daisy is afraid of the scary movies. So she's hiding out with me for a bit. Yeah, that's Wednesday. Alright, Thursday morning. Woke up kind of early and just kind of hang out. My dad's gonna take me to Oshawa at 9:30. So Mom and I play some more backgammon and a game or two of Skippo. Yeah, here's the backyard. Gary has leveled out these stairs, so now they're not like rickety, and it felt pretty good. Yeah, before they had like a weird ladder. I forget if I mentioned the weird ladder. But that should be good for Mom to get in and out of that pool and swimming around and stuff. Nice. Anyways, Dad drove me to Oshawa. The train wasn't there when we first arrived, so we kind of just hung out and talked for a while. And I forgot to get a video of my dad saying goodbye, but it did happen. He's out of there though. Yeah. Still some time before the train leaves, so I went over to where I'm gonna exit the platform. Yeah, I've got the cupcake, so I've already told Adam and Don, I'm like, I'm gonna see you guys in like an hour and a half-ish. And the train was pretty much empty when I got on, which I always enjoy. My own private, I don't know how many millions of dollars the train costs, but yeah, my private $1 million vehicle, the train. Yeah, remembering near Pickering Station, there's a spot that I want to go and walk around. Seems like there's a river trail, so maybe that would be nice to explore one day. Yeah, I'm getting off at Danforth. That's like Maine and Danforth. And yeah, it's just neat to see. This place is changing up. Lots of new apartments going in there. Rode a bike share over to Coxwell. And from here, I'll just walk over to Adam and Don's. Yeah, kind of a hot day. And I'm ready with those cupcakes. I'm like, I wonder if this probably isn't gonna blow their minds, because it's not 100% there, but it's close. Adam, he did seem to love it, but he kind of seems to love everything. Don, definitely less impressed, but you know, I did find out that the original cupcakes are from Foodland in Beaton. So next time that we are like going north for a hike or something, I'm gonna be really annoying and try to make everyone take a detour so we can go to that specific Foodland for cupcakes. But yeah, we kind of just hung out for a while. Don went to an eye appointment, and Adam and I took Bento out for a walk. Just over to his the regular park. He seemed pretty happy. Yeah, he was a good dog. And Dawn is back already from her eye appointment. I guess it was just a quick one. Bento excited. So yeah, I was only kind of planning on hanging out with them for like an hour or an hour and a half. That kind of just turned into hanging out all afternoon. They were like, "Are you sure you want to leave right now? We're gonna eat taco salad later. You want some taco salad, Andrew? Just stay and eat that taco salad." So, we're just hanging out, really. Also replanted one of Don's plants. This one was pretty root bound. At one point, all those stems were like good at the same time, but they all like died in them. Yeah. Taco salad was pretty good. We took Bento out for another walk around the block. You know, just a quick one. And admired this tree and its neat blooms. But yeah, it's getting kind of late. I mean, the sun's still out, but they've got stuff that they want to do in the afternoon, so I'm heading home. Just gonna take the subway. I guess I could have biked, but I didn't have my helmet, and I don't know, I just didn't feel like it. So, just using the TTC, taking the Bathurst streetcar down. Yeah, if you remember from a few weeks ago, I went to a rapid transit public consultation thing about the express or transit exclusive lanes on Bathurst. They've scrapped the Eglinton to Bloor section bus lanes, and now it's just gonna be from Bloor to King Street, so along here. Feels like a bit of a shame. I'm fine with it though, like I only really use the Bloor to King Street section since I live between there. But yeah, this is what Bathurst is like. It's supposed to be an artillery road that everyone's like, oh, we need this, but half the road is just parking for most of the day. It's only during rush hour that they're not allowed to park here. So these people, I feel like if you can't park here all the time, you don't need to park here all the time, so I don't know, guys. I just want transit to be the best that it can be. you know? Yeah. Not much of an update for that retaining wall, by the way. Yeah, that's it for the day. Later, guys.